I heard it said before that we work on our dreams so we can thrive. If not, we'll work on someone else's and then we'll die. So let me introduce myself to you. I am Wanda D. Hollis. Now the D is for Denise, a name given to me by my grandmother, and Wanda was given to me by my great-grandmother. So there you have it, Wanda Denise Hollis. Now some call me Wanda D, and my close friends and family call me WD. But either way, I'm just passing through. You see, I came by to inspire you to live beyond your dreams, to go past the clouds and travel on Mars if that's what you so desire to do. Let me assure you that I truly believe in you. Your visions and hopes are seeds planted in you, put there for a reason, perfectly designed for you. I believe that the universe is simply waiting on you. Let me ask you a question. What are your desires? What is that thing? You know, that thing that burns inside of you. That thing that nags you. What is that dream that used to ride with you? I am here to tell you. I am here to encourage you. I am here to let you know that it's not too late to take that dream off the shelf and give birth and let it kiss the earth and then spread it as though it was a dessert. I am enough. I am enough, and yes, you are enough. You, and you too are enough. Now live knowing and believing that there is nothing, absolutely nothing you can't do. Why? Because together we are more than enough.
Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Hey. Yes, that's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. And you are at the, what is this? The I Am Enough talk show right here on Status Network and right here in the heart of Atlanta. You know, you can't go wrong when you're in the heart of Atlanta. It's kind of like being in the heart of something. You just can't go wrong. So if you want to join us, you still have time to get here. We're at 777 Cleveland Avenue. Now, I love that address. Don't you? Don't you love that address? Yes. So come on down and join us inside the studio. I have my beautiful co-host that y'all will see sitting here very shortly, Miss Shawnee D. You know, she's also part of our Status Network family here. When Shawnee's out, what is it? Second and third? When's she out? Well, Global Vision TV. See, Net has always get me straight. When is it? Second and fourth Sunday. Great. 7 to 9. Because that's Sensational Sunday. 7 to 9. Yes. Okay. So I'm so excited. I got a live studio audience. Y'all want to make some noise? Let everybody know y'all here. Yes. And so today's topic, what's that? Phone's ringing? Oh my. Okay. Somebody's in trouble. They will get fined today. Yes, they will. All right. So what was I getting ready to say? Little slip of the memory here. So today, the topic is, do you need PR? This question came up, and I'm in the book arena world and also business world. And a lot of times people think that, that all they have to do is just put their open sign up and then people just flood in, whether that's in business or, you write a book and you feel like, oh, everybody's going to buy it, pick it up, read it. They'll know who I am. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. I want to let you know that the work begins when the sign is live, when you turn that hot light sign on. You know how Krispy Kreme's got that hot light sign. Y'all know about that? Yeah, so you know that they got it going on. When that hot line sign come on, then you know you got to get in the line and get some of them hot donuts. Well, it's the same thing when you're operating in the business space, whatever it is, whether you're an artist or a stylist, or you selling houses or cars, or you selling donuts or candy bars. It doesn't matter. Books, it doesn't matter. You have to let people know who you are, where you are, what you do, and all of the services that come along with that. So I talk to people all the time, and people kind of like shoot themselves in the foot when they open up a business or write a book without a plan of marketing. So today I got joining me a very special lady. She has her own company, PR firm, and she also brought along with her a client. So we're going to hear both sides of the coin, how that feels like. They're also, with her particular client, she's in the book writing arena. So, I love books. We love books here. We write books. We make money writing books and turn them into screenplays. So my co-author, which will soon be sitting next to me, she's in that space of taking the book and creating multiple streams of income out of a book. So that's what we want to talk about today. Okay? Y'all good with that? Okay. So in the meantime, let me tell y'all else. I had the most interesting evening yesterday, or I should say last night. Yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Okay. So this is the deal. We're in Atlanta. We're closed, okay? Atlanta is closed. Nobody else can move to Atlanta. I just wanted to let everybody know that we're filled up to the capacity. Here in Atlanta, I don't care what time you leave out of your house and you think you're going to get somewhere in 20 minutes. It's not going to happen. I don't care if it's at 3 o'clock at night because they got construction going on at night. Then they got all the people moving around in the daytime. Can everybody agree with me? Can we form like a circle and say Atlanta's closed? We're blocking off, like how Trump's want to put that wall up. We need a Atlanta closed sign up, okay? So that's my other special announcement. That is the best public service announcement I'm going to make today. Okay. So you guys, y'all want to call in? I'm gonna introduce my guests when we come right back, and I want y'all to call in with questions. I have a number here. It's at the bottom there. You see it? 470-251-4647. Call in with questions. Also, if you're on Facebook, please like and share the information. Any other platforms that you're on, you might be on. What else are we on? We're on Instagram. We're on a lot of platforms. I think about 7 platforms. So just share the information. Let everybody know if they want to learn anything about marketing, PR work. This is the time to tune in right now. So let everybody know that they can tune in right now to the I Am Enough talk show. And we're going to be lovely, having a great time. You put a thumbs up for me? Okay. Y'all know I'll be all over the place. It doesn't matter though. Y'all know me and I know y'all. Okay, great. So that's it. So tune in. We'll be right back. Give us about 3 minutes and we'll be right back, and then you're going to be blown away. So make sure you come back. Live and learn. Young and dumb, or older and hopeful. The stages are unique, yet similar. Life. We all travel our own path, journey into what we would like to believe is prosperity, facing challenges and in search for victory. But how do we rest? Rest into the knowing that life is purposeful from the moment of conception. Beliefs mostly passed down from generation to generation. Young and dumb, or older and hopeful. Somehow experiences don't always make it easy and less painful. As my mind closes the door to yet another relationship, I drift into my own love chronicles. You know, the kind that starts out hot and steamy, bodies melt like butter, conversations seemingly have an unsurmountable connection. Then somewhere between kisses and back rubs and orgasms, fallouts happen and everything gets questioned. Does he love me? Do I love him? Why did I do this? Why did he do that? Hang-ups and breakups. How do you spell relief? How do you say another one bites the dust? Love just doesn't seem to last for me. But throughout all the fallouts comes victory. The victory of understanding myself just a little bit more. I'm learning my levels of tolerance, flexibility, and endurance. My levels of saying enough is enough and too much is way too much. I can make it without you and you can make it without me. Now what? Picking myself up, dusting myself off, young and dumb, or older and hopeful. You see, it's really all the same. We are trying to outlive the generational curse, passed down and picked up unknowingly. So, to those still listening, let's journey into our own fantasy of, well, you decide. Remembering the curse has been broken, we no longer have to live in the shadows of what our parents did. Let's live, and live, believing that there is so much to give, and love throughout all that's said and done, whether young and dumb or older and hopeful. Stick around, 'cause surely the best is yet to come. Young and dumb or older and hopeful. Live and learn, because surely the best is yet to come. Playhouse. She comes home shocked. Hey, how did you get into my playhouse? I thought I took away your key and changed the locks. Now look at you, rummaging all through my thoughts. Are you serious? Redecorating my space? Removing my success picture and it's my time clock from the wall? Where did you put my journal? I know I left it over there. And what about the novel I'm working on? It was right beside the fridge. Next to that, I Am Enough poem. How did you get into my playhouse? The last I saw you, you were at the House of Doubt. Had them all convinced that watching TV made a whole lot of sense. Even had a schedule and a timer set. And a bet with your 3 cousins, procrastinator, fear, and disbeliever, that we all would conceive. I ran out of there quick. So how did you get into my playhouse? How did you make it past Isaiah 54:17? No weapon is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servant of the Lord, and their righteousness, and of me, saith the Lord. And Lord, I do accept. Amen. And what happened? Was my guard down? Did I sleep too sound? Or did you float into my window when I was listening to my Kindle and hearing my inspirational sounds? I thought my vision board and my daily declarations and my positive self-talk had you blocked. Again, I asked, how did you make it into my playhouse? I counted on my like-minded friends, accountability coaches, and my righteous spiritual leaders to keep you out. And lastly, I depended on mentors and role models and, of course, my dream making buddies to fill my plate. But somehow, you still managed to bounce into my playhouse. You took a seat as if you were invited. Oh no, I think not. I think it's time for you to go. And make sure you take all your friends. Poverty, sickness, bitterness, and confusion. And don't forget lazy conformity and the oldest self-doubter. And did I mention procrastinator, people pleaser, and non-believer? Get them up out of here right now. It's time for them to go. And this time, I'm using security. Matthew 19:26. Jesus looked at them and said, with man, this is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. So don't even think about returning to my playhouse. Turning to my playhouse. Hey, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and we are back live inside of Status Network,
The lady.
on the I Am Enough talk show. Yay! Oh, don't we look beautiful? Y'all see how beautiful y'all looking?
Big hair don't care.
Big
long
hair
don't
don't
care. Short hair don't care.
Short hair
All
don't
right.
matter. I'm telling you. Okay. So let me just introduce my first guest right here, Miss Holiday of Holiday Firm. You know what? You blow me away, and you're new to Atlanta. So you got in before we closed it.
Yes.
Thank God for that.
I got over the wall.
You got over the wall, and this is your client, Miss Jade,
Yes.
the author of, what's the title of your book?
Mask off.
Mask Off. Right. That's
I like that.
You like that?
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and you all do everybody know Miss Shawnee D?
Well, if they don't,
Tell them.
it's your girl Shawnee D from Living Your Best Life with Shawnee D Talk Show on Status Network Global Vision every second and fourth Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Yes.
Author and playwright.
Author and playwright. So
Wow.
that's what we
Nice.
that's what we here to
That's
talk
nice.
about, right? You want to give her a hand clap?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
She'll take it. And let me just address some of these comments. Now, Kiki said, oh, damn, she wanted to relocate to Greater Atlanta. Okay, Kiki, we're going to make this exception. Come on in.
This
okay?
one time, that's
One person. That's it. Just you. And I know
one only.
Yes, and she got a little baby boy, so we're going to let him
We
come
can
too.
let him come.
We
Okay,
take
so
the
come
kids.
Come
Okay.
on, she can come. Okay, so we don't worry about that. And Ivan's watching, Pat's watching. Hey, Pat. We got Michelle's in the house. Jermaine. Hey, Jermaine. So,
Hey, Michelle. Hey, Candy. I saw my name. I'm sorry.
you
So I had
saw
somebody
Okay,
say, hey,
okay. Well,
Shawnee.
that's fine. You know, we are friendly. This is a friendly environment. So we want everybody to know that, you know, they can come live in the studio. They can chat with us online. You know, and because people want to know. You know, when the people want to know, the people want to know. So now the big question is, you're in the PR arena.
Yes, I am.
Tell us who you are. Can y'all hear her? Is she speaking all right?
Can you hear me, guys?
I can hear you just fine.
Great.
So you're originally from where?
I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I've been here in Atlanta
Yes.
since September 2014.
Yay.
So, just made 4 years.
4 years.
All
okay.
right. Well, welcome
years.
to the A,
Thank
where they
you.
say the players play.
Okay. That's what they say.
That's what Louis
That's
said.
what they say.
Oh, and Jermaine.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hey, if the players play. So, how long have you been into that arena of PR?
I've been into PR since 2015.
Okay.
In 2017 is when I really dived into it. I was helping so many individuals with building their businesses, coming up with different marketing, strategic planning to moving their business forward. And I was just like, wow, I like this. I've been a service since I've been a little girl. I've always been a resource. I've always been a service, helping the community, helping whoever, I touch. There's a lot of people out here that I just connect to, just walking past each other or at the bank teller. It's just natural.
You just that natural outgoing spirit.
It is. It really is. And I'm so amazed at how I caught up with who I am as a woman.
What were you doing prior to that?
I was working in the healthcare industry.
Okay.
In Chicago. I came here and I began working at Tanner Hospital as well. Came right on in, got a job in the medical field. Something that you can always bounce with.
Right.
You don't have to be in that city to just carry on,
because once you're skilled, once you got your skill, you're good to go. Right.
However, that's not where I wanted to be. That's where I was at the time, to provide for my children, my family. I had so much more inside of me, and I knew that. So I just tapped into what I love to do, which is being a service, helping other people grow in any way that they need that assistance. So.
Great. And that's what it's all about here on the I Am Enough talk show. It's all about your dreams matter.
Yes.
And one thing I always be trying to express to people is once you find what you're very passionate about and go and do it, there's no limit to how far you'll go.
There's no stopping.
Right. And then too, you I think we all can agree that things that you didn't even know you were capable of doing,
absolutely.
once you start really doing what your heart is telling you to do,
your passion,
everything opens up.
That's exactly how
it
came off for me. It took one of my good friends. I used to have a hair boutique, and I had some hair inside of her clothing boutique. And she looked at me and she said, I'm going to make you my daughter publicist. Her daughter was 21 at the time. She sang multiple genres, very talented, been writing since she was 5 years old.
Okay.
And when she told me that, I was like, no. And she's like, yes, this is what you do now. And it felt so natural, because that's what I do in real life. It's authentic. It comes off natural. And I just had to really pray about it and channel myself into the things that she was prophesying to me over my life. And the moment that I did, it clicked.
Right.
To me, this is what I do every day.
Right. And it just made sense.
And it made sense. And then I started praying, and God started ordering my steps and directing me into that direction of where I need to be. And it just took off from there.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, and I know I've read that you was the winner of the Bailey Agency Atlanta, Georgia's Curvy and Fabulous.
Yes.
So what was that all about, honey child?
Well,
what was that experience like?
Well, modeling is a hobby for me. It's my therapy. That's what I say for myself. It's my therapy to do things like a hobby, just a hobby. When I'm not working, I love to just take pictures. I love to walk, and so I seen it on the internet to submitting these pictures, and I was like, okay, let me do it. And I did it. And like 4 months went by, and one morning I woke up and seen Cynthia Bailey posted congratulations on Twitter. And I was like, oh my God, out of those million pictures, my picture was chosen for Curvy and Fabulous. So it was just something that I was just doing, giving a try, and then it just turned bigger.
Wow.
And I was very happy, very, very, very happy that I was chosen.
Now, do you say you do modeling for just some little therapy? Is there more modeling that you think you'll be doing, or no? You just gonna keep doing it for fun?
I think I probably will, because I love to do it, and I don't have to have a reason to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody can
Yeah.
just call me and say, "Hey, I need
Well,
an
you
extra
model,
girl
so,
in the
so
show."
you know who you
So,
can call, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
I will. If I'm available, I will do it. It's what, a woman's beauty. I like to show that side of me, not only on the outside, but inside as
Right.
well. When you're standing up there and,
Give
It's
you
important to let
giving
that
life.
smile
Yeah,
come.
let that
Yes.
smile come through.
giving them all that life.
Right, and you're such a beautiful person,
Thank
outside, and you could tell that she's beautiful
Yes.
inside as
Thank
well.
you, thank
So
you.
it's just great because a lot of people struggle with
Yes.
the curves and not accepting the curves,
Yes.
and they fighting themselves to where you're that light of
And
what I got
embrace
these
those
curves
She's
and embrace
embracing
them.
it.
And
Yes.
I was that girl at one point where I felt like, oh, my little pouch, oh, my arms is hanging a little bit. And I was like, this is the way God made me.
Because that was my
And
question.
If I
That was-
can't
I was
be
about to ask
accepted
that.
for who I am, how I look, how my weight is, then you don't need to be in my life.
Yeah.
So that was another way that pushed me towards really getting in front of the camera and walking on the runways.
Yes,
Just
that's
being
amazing.
determined and proving to myself for me who I am.
That's
as a
right, because it
woman.
starts with
Yes.
you. Because I was going to ask that, what made you say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. I accept me, and I want everyone else to see.
Yes.
Because what's inside, I like to show the people the inside. It doesn't matter with the face,
Yes.
the makeup, the big hair, which I love.
Yeah.
But
We can
it's
easily
what's-
make ourselves
right.
up to,
It's what
you know.
you show from the inside. And a lot of times people can judge you based on how you look. But my thing is, what do you have here?
Yes.
How do you treat people from here? That's important. You have a beautiful smile, so girl, work them curves then.
Work them.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
So also now, do you still have your hair business?
I do. My middle daughter, she's 19. She'll be graduating from Paul Mitchell Hair School in January.
Okay.
So she's going to be taking over QT Hair Extension. It's a platform that I've already worked and built. So she just have to jump in. And then I put a little marketing touch on it for her.
For her, right.
But it was very important to me to keep it because when you're doing something, you want to open up doors for your
Other
children.
people.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Leave them a legacy.
Lead them a
Yes.
legacy, and they see what I do every day. So
And also now you're also a certified coach.
yes,
or
I am
personal
personal development
coach.
I am.
And how has that journey been like for you?
Oh, I feel like I'm the counselor, the teacher, the wow. Right?
Yeah.
I came home from church today and I was walking through the door on the phone having a conversation with someone. Everyone loves to have those conversations, and it's important. I take all of those calls and have those conversations because you never know
Right.
where a person is at,
Yeah.
mentally,
Right.
what they're going through.
Right.
So I enjoy speaking. I really, really do.
So
I
what's
really
your
do.
what's your niche as you coaching? Who is your target market? Who is your target?
My target market for me would be single mothers.
Okay.
Because I was a single mother. I
Okay.
still am a single mother.
How many children you have?
I have three.
3 children.
I have,
Okay.
120. She'll be 23.
She doesn't even look.
I know, right? I was just about to say, wow.
120.
She'll be 23. She'll be
Okay.
graduating from college with a bachelor's May 2019.
Okay.
And then I have my middle daughter's 19, who will be graduating from hair school
Okay.
January 2019, and my son is 12. He's in 7th grade.
Okay. So you busy.
Listen,
You
honey,
busy.
I was about to say,
I've
how do
been-
you
manage
juggle
all of that?
Like,
Being a
with-
woman.
Being a woman,
We all do it.
Superpower.
I know why I asked the question, and I know the answer.
It
Right.
definitely was a journey, but I will say my daughter will be 23 years old. 2018 has been the best year of my life that I can
Wow.
remember.
Wow.
Because I can finally live my life for me.
Yeah. So
You know.
how old are your other children? I mean, do you have younger? You have your older child. You say it's 23 and then 19.
And then my son is 12.
And 12.
So
Girl.
he's the baby. He's my son. He's
And what
the
is he going to
youngest.
get into? What does he like
right
to do?
now, he of course he likes to play video games.
Oh, what child at that
However,
age?
because of the
Yes.
things that he see me doing independently at home, he wants to start a T-shirt line with his cousin in Chicago.
That's
so they
what
spend a
happens.
lot of
Yeah.
time, on YouTube looking up things through FaceTime. A lot of time together on FaceTime, and I was very proud as a mom to see that these are the things that 12-year-olds are thinking about.
Right.
How to become an entrepreneur at an
Absolutely.
early age, making their own money.
Yes.
And not working for someone else.
I love it because my thing is save me some. My
Yes.
daughter, I have a 15-year-old and she's a go-getter.
She's beautiful too.
Oh my goodness, she's a go-getter.
She's so
Is
sweet.
she?
She is really sweet. I mean,
Yeah.
she's such an old lady.
She is. She's a caregiver. She's like just
Yes.
this caregiver by heart. She wants to be a registered nurse, so
Okay.
I have her going into a program I just found out about where she'll be able to shadow the nurses.
Okay.
I'm
That's
excited
great.
about
I
that.
know you are. I'm
You know I
surprised you're
am.
still sitting down after.
I'm just like
You smiling and stuff. She
I
caught
am.
you. I talked to her. She was like, "Guess what? Guess what?" She wasn't this calm. Okay?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. And it's amazing though because I remember her telling me, I don't want to do what I've seen you do every day, and that was go to work and work for somebody else.
Yes.
So she, since the age of 7, she's always said, I want to be a registered nurse, but I want to be a traveling nurse. So she wants to do nursing overseas. She wants to go to other countries and help other people. So I said, well, all right then. But every year, every school year, she go, oh, I got this many more years to go before I'm done with nursing school. So the fact that she stuck with that from 7, I'm like,
that's
because you
definitely-
changed, because I
Oh,
changed
yeah.
majors like 17 times,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I'm glad that she took it and now she owns that. So, but I want to ask you something. I see, I just been reading a little bit about you, and you've been dabbling here and there. Tell me about your experiences on Bravo, and the different shows you've been affiliated with.
Okay, so I've worked with clients that have done shows on Bravo.
Okay.
reality. One of the clients that I've worked with was Lisa, and she was a part of our shoot.
They don't
for
know who
Atlanta.
Lisa is. I mean, you got to tell people who Lisa is. You just,
First, we'll start with Selena Johnson. 'cause
Okay.
she
Oh,
was
yeah, she's
first.
beautiful.
Yes. Selena Johnson. I was working as the public relations director for Atlanta Magazine.
That's what
AD, Atlanta Magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Selena Johnson to do the cover shoot for the first publication. So I worked with her hands-on in the studio,
Wow.
preparing for that shoot. And it was a really good experience.
That's good.
Wow. Very down to earth. She's from Chicago,
So
so
that was like
it
a
was
vibe
like,
right
"Hey,
there.
sis,"
Right.
It was a vibe, and it was a great experience. And Lisa Nicole Clow, she's from Bravo, married to Madison.
there you go.
She was on the back cover.
Okay.
So I was working with both of them around the same time, just getting them prepared for their cover shoots in the studio, hair, makeup.
Yes.
Just on the set, kind of making sure everything, what publicists do.
Right.
Everything
right,
is
right.
together. Our clients are comfortable. They're happy. We got food, whatever they need.
Yes.
So it was a great experience working with both of them. I actually delivered our first publication to Sister Circle Live
Oh, good.
on
That's
air
real
to
good.
Selena Johnson, and she was not expecting it. So they were live, and they just threw the magazine up on, the table, and she was like, "Oh my God," screaming. She was very excited because she was wondering why she hadn't seen it yet. Was it
Wow.
really
That was
being
exciting.
written? So
Was it real?
yeah, they surprised her really, really good, and I was able to take it there to her.
Well, awesome. Let me ask you. So tell us, how did you step into the role of now published, being PR for authors, and how did that process go? Let's talk about your client and how that came about.
I met this lovely young lady, Jay Woodley. One of my friends in Chicago had told me she was having a job fair for her publishing company. She's a film director. She does a lot of things, and she needed a publicist to come in and help her, push some of these things forward into the public. And so I went down and I met her. And maybe for about, a couple months? We didn't call each other for about a couple months, right?
Yeah, it would be periodically.
Yeah,
meet
like,
up for
hey, how
lunch
you
or
doing?
something.
Or let's have lunch. I knew that she was working on a book. Actually, she had already released the book. She was working on her audio book.
Okay.
And so we built a campaign for about 3 months together for her audio book.
Yes.
And now it's here. It was released September the
15th.
So what was that experience like, Miss J?
Well, basically, it's been great. The whole roller coaster ride, the whole getting the campaign. This being an author, I'm not experienced as you all, so this is new for me. So I wanted, as a new publisher, I want to go through the whole process, especially if I'm going to be building a team and having clients. So that's where I'm at now, going through the whole total experience, A through Z.
So you so you want to have clients, so you're going to have a publishing company so that you'll have other authors under your company.
Yes, the name of
Okay.
my publishing company is Uplifting Publishing, as I am a self-published author.
Okay. So you're gonna help others publish. And where are you from? From Chicago?
I'm from Gary, Indiana.
Indiana.
Wow.
Real close.
You from the
Up top.
Real close.
Yes.
I think that's where
where
we did
Like all-
click well
Uh-huh.
because that's like right across the street from
It
each
is.
other.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have the same drive.
That's important too.
Yes.
Having the same drive when you're working with people, because one can't be lacking and the other one, is just going out getting it.
Yes.
I think that's unfair to your partner, but it seems like you guys, your chemistry is
Yes.
awesome. You guys are looking amazing and doing amazing things. So, Jay, tell me a little bit about your background and what made you want to put Mask Off. Like, what was going on with that?
Okay.
The good part,
It's the good part.
I want to know.
Get to
The
good
people want to
part.
know.
The people wants to know.
Film has always been my first love. I love putting things together, events, different things like that. So I started out as event coordinator, then I moved on to film and production. I've been able to be on the sets with Tyler Perry and help out on some sets. So I just kind of fell in love with it. So that kind of give you a background, all why I had a nurse career as an LPN.
Okay.
So this was just a hobby, and then it turned to a passion, and then I actually produced a couple of films, and this was before Netflix and everything came out. I put them in the gas stations, made some money, and realized that I could make money off of this. And so that's where it took off from there.
Well, you say you put them in the gas station. Wait
Yes.
a minute, let's talk about that, because I know they sell mixtapes out the back of the trunk of the car. You say you went to the gas station.
And you know what? I'm an experimenter.
Okay.
So I didn't want, because it was independent movies, I didn't want to put them on the shelf and be against competition that was well known. So if I put them in the gas, the theory was it's a gas station, everywhere. So if they didn't buy my movie from the first 2 gas stations, if they kept seeing them, because I put them in 100 gas stations.
All right.
So you couldn't help but see it. So it's like, okay, now I see these movies, so let me and they actually sold. I made about $30,000 independently. It cost me about $5,000 to package them up and make them.
Well, all right.
Well, all right.
So that's when I was like, okay, this is what I love to do. Then I went on to helping on reality shows. Then I went on to seeing if I could do a talk show on my own, mastered that. And then I got into writing was a therapeutic process. So this wasn't a passion. I knew I could write because through school I would write to get scholarships. So that's how I was able to pay for my books and stuff.
Okay.
So I knew I could always write, but I never liked to just sit down and just write. I had time because I had to go up against a very challenging situation in my life where I end up getting into it and having real big beef with a major celebrity.
Oh.
And to the point where she was able to pay policemen to lie and leave off information off my police report, to the point where she was able to slide money to judges. So it's a whole battle when you're by yourself and you have to stand up against different entities and elites like that. So my story was getting grounded. I was getting grounded. Nothing, my justice wasn't coming, and I got angry. And I got to the point where it was changing me. It was changing me emotionally. And so I was changing as a person. And so I needed to release this somehow. And I wanted to get my story out here because it just wasn't right how it was done. Everything was done wrong. And so that's where Mask Off came. At first it started out as revenge, and then it went on to being therapy. Then it went on to be uplifting. That's why I call my publishing company Uplifting Publishing.
Oh, okay.
And you know what I like the most, because I can't wait to read the book. When she said there's some secrets and some people being exposed, you know, like that's like, woo, who was in here? Right. So I can't wait. So are we turning this into a movie,
TV series. You know the thing, because now that's the thing now. TV series, they're turning everything into episodes. So I want to try my hand in the new TV series. Yes, we start filming in February, and I'm so excited.
Oh wow! Now where are you going to be filming? Here in Atlanta?
Here in Atlanta, we're right here in Atlanta.
See, that's why everybody trying to get to Atlanta.
Yes.
The magic
because people are doing
Atlanta.
things here, so everybody's trying to knock the door
This
down
the
and
Mecca.
get in here to do it.
You know, I met a lady yesterday, and she had just moved from up north. She's here now, and she said like her daughter was engineering her move, her to move here. And she said, because you come to Atlanta and it's almost like everybody is doing something, like you can feel it. It's like really, it's a lot of activity. It is. And that's the energy of Atlanta. It's kind of hard to come to Atlanta and not feel like a Jamaican or something. You know how to say, you don't have 10 jobs? What? You don't have 20 jobs?
Hey, Mon,
what do you do? Look, is that all?
I mean, my thing is you can't come to Atlanta and not level up. That's my thing.
Right now.
I know maybe about 10 people that have came here to move away and start a different life for themselves and their family, and they're going back home. And it's like when you move away from where you was born and raised, and this is for myself, it was times where I felt like I wanted to go back home. I came here on a Greyhound bus with my son. That's it, and I never looked back. But some people can't live without their family or those friends.
Close by.
And I thought that was me, but I knew what I came here for change.
Right, because some people don't.
They come with the wrong intentions.
Right, and they're running from something.
Right.
But then you get here and you realize what you was running from
It's the same.
is the same. You may have been running from yourself and didn't realize it. So if you don't have drive to get up and do something and really have a passion to do something, the things you were running from, it's easy for those things to pull you right back. So I've known people that did that and stayed maybe a month or two and was out. It was just like
they couldn't
or they leave and then they come back and then they leave again and then they come back. I know some cyclers too.
back now.
Back now. Like, why are you back now? Like,
why did you
They
leave?
went to California and then they came back and now but it's definite. It's a true spirit though, I believe, where once you, and there's so many different networks to get plugged into. You know, I call them like formulating your own tribe and then kind of like being members of other tribes. So if you're in that artsy world, then you might want to get some artsy friends to hang out with. You know, if you're in the corporate world, you know, you got to know some people over there, and you got to know some people over there, and then you got to make that all happen, and then you just have to create your own platform, and that's what you two ladies are doing. And you know, I'm so proud, because this is like you know, can I say it? This is Black Girl Magic happening right here.
You have to ask to say that. You have to ask to say that.
I had to say that, you know, because you know
You can just say that.
I don't
just
want-
say it. Don't even ask.
Right.
Okay, well, I say
You know, when
That
we
means-
get together, we make magic.
magic. That's
Things
what I
happen.
said.
Magical
Listen,
things
things
happen.
happen.
We create
Yes.
Always.
and manifest
And
what we think and believe.
Speaking of which, my songbird has joined us. Can we
Okay.
give her a hand?
Yes.
She has come a long way to get here. You know, we talk
Welcome.
about the distance of being in Atlanta. Songbird has traveled across several counties. You know, it probably took her over an hour to get here, but she made it. We're going to take a break soon, but let me just tell you ladies about her, but you know about Songbird.
I know about Songbird.
Okay, so Songbird, Miss Felicia Gardner is in the house with us, right?
Okay.
And I just want to tell you, she's a very special woman in a lot of ways. She has an amazing voice, but she's also the truest form of just love that you can ever find. She dives in deep with helping her friends out. She's a beautiful mom. You know, I just can't say enough about her. So she's also, you know, this book right here, Wake Up Winning No Matter What. She's not one of the authors in the book, but she did write a theme song. We have our own theme song for this book. And so she wrote the theme song. She performed it. I don't know what she's going to sing for us today. Because she, you know, she just got here, so I got to figure out what she's willing to do, right? I'll find that out real soon.
Okay.
But has the most incredible voice, incredible spirit, and I just want to let everybody know. And she doesn't brag on herself a lot, so that's why she has me to brag on
You have to
her.
have
But
those
that's okay,
friends
no, we
that's
do it
gonna
for you.
brag.
That's
Right. 'Cause
do
Your
it
friends
for
are
her.
supposed to do that
to
for
do
you.
the bragging for you.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
anybody out there in, you know, up under our voices, and if you need anybody to do voiceovers, write you a jingle or anything, she is the person to call. Very underpriced. Okay, I just want to tell y'all that. So whatever she say, it should be more. Whatever price she charge you, it should be more industry standards. But she doesn't care. She just, you know,
Loves what she do.
She just loves what she do. But and this is something too. I just want to throw this in before we take our quick break. We're talking about PR, and we're also talking about marketing and branding. And as all of us out here that are in business or even consultants, and this is what people have to understand. Even if you're a consultant for an insurance company, you are your own business.
Yes.
So you have to be trying to be so unique that separates you from the 50,000 other insurance agency. So I recommend that you use these kind of tools, like get you a theme song written,
Yes,
get you a
absolutely.
commercial design, get you, you know, get you a show design, you know, write you a book, start you a series or whatever. And these are the ways that we can really tap into all of our gifts. Plus it compounds. You use the word level up. You know, once you start your business, you might have this one thing, and then you start adding things onto it and adding things onto it. So your brand is why you become why you need a publicist, or why you, because it's like you can only manage so much of it.
I
You
mean,
know,
really.
and you need help, right?
The time. I mean, it's not enough of it in a day. We have to use what we have, but we need people like Manisha to come along, and that helps, you know, because they also serves as somewhat as a manager as well.
Right.
Because in that capacity of, you know, she has a book, she's doing a series. I mean, and she has, I'm sure, family. So there's times you need that support.
Yes.
So then you have the songbird, who you may be looking for someone to have a song on one of your series, one of your episodes, and then so you need people to come together, network. I mean, for me, that's why I go to certain events. And what's for you? You go to events that's for you, that's going to work for you,
Absolutely.
because you need to meet other people that's going to help in your projects.
Yes.
And even though she may not want to charge you a whole lot, but the fact that she's giving her time,
Yes.
I like to compensate for that, because people don't have to do it.
Right.
But you definitely
So I'm
need a
just-
nice team.
I said that, so for whatever she do, just give her more money. Okay, that's why I said
Give her
it.
more money.
Okay,
She deserves
okay.
it.
Okay, so so anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. Guys, please tell everybody to join us here on the I Am Enough Talk Show. If you have any comments or you call in, you can call in. What's our call-in number?
It
Give it up.
is. It is 470-251-4647. I'm gonna say it one more time. 470-251-4647.
One more time.
Right here on Manifest TV.
Yes, the I Am Enough Talk Show. We'll be right back.
The lady. So, the shape of her behind and the sway from side to side mesmerizes you? Don't be. Now you think you're impressed by the size of her breasts and the feeling of the caress. Don't be. You admire the muscles in her thighs and the twinkles in her eye. Don't be. And you really quiver when you look at her lips. Now stop that. Do you know why you're so turned on by what you see? The outer look is what has you hooked, but surely you must know that she will up and go. She will leave you just as quick as you taste that. She will break your heart and never look back. Unless you discern the lady trapped inside. The lady, she will amaze and inspire you to reach heights that no climax can provide you. The lady, she will take your mind to places you never knew existed, opening secret doors to release your full aura. The lady, she will dance with you and plan with you in hopes that you discover all the man in you. The lady, she will build you up and fill your cup with treasures that's sure to bring out the best in you. The lady, she will push you and pull you, encourage you to be all that God has planned for you. Look for the lady. Now don't settle for her style, for it's only a camouflage. Dig deep. That's where you'll find the unleashing of her mind. Dig deep, dig deep, dig deep. Don't take a peek and run. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look for the lady. With dancing canvases and playing connect the dots. She'll glance up for guidance before picking a spot. Now realizing that it's her time to hold the paintbrush in her hand. Sadly, she'll spin down into slippery slopes of paralyzing pictures. Their colors are shades of gray, with hopes of color strokes finding vivid tones, praying that the pain fades away. Look for the lady. Look for the lady. She'll stand designing another picture featuring the great I am. Look for the lady. She'll smile as the colors cooperate. The bleeding convinces that her love is not too late to paint the perfect picture. Just look for the lady. Just look for the lady. your attention. It may take some time, so don't try to find it in this rhyme. My place is not for a petite bath. I'm here to soak down deep in your mind. And like a sponge, my desires to soak up all your thoughts. Play with Cupid's arrow until you get caught behind the sharp spear that whispers in your ear. From old school to new school ballads and iTunes, keep up with the snapping new jack. Yeah, you deserve a big pat on the back. Or should I sit in your lap, dancing? I'll be your private dancer. No money's needed, I'll do it for fun. Sex in the city or in the ride. Pull up in the driveway, happy days. Baby, they're here to stay. Tickets to the show, mystery, sci-fi, or drama. Bring on the comedy. Did I just wet my pants or was that a dream? Expand on them in detention. 15 rounds in the ring. Heavyweight champion. My heart is capable of more. And when you think of me, I want you to believe that our paths were destined to cross. You'll fall to the floor, knocked out. Because the joy in my heart was once lost. The writings on the wall. Was all that surgery necessary to get into MySpace, Facebook, or on my channel? I'm trying to create something new, different, and great. But just like playing chess, be careful of the next move you make. Return to planets of the apes, perhaps a kiss, maybe a hug. But one thing's for sure, I'll be there to show you love. Yeah, I'll be there to show you love. Live and learn. Young and dumb or older and hopeful. The stages are unique yet similar. Life. We all travel our own path, journey into what we would like to believe is prosperity, facing challenges and in search for victory. But how do we rest? Rest into the knowing that life is purposeful from the moment of conception. Beliefs mostly passed down from generation to generation. Young and dumb, or older and hopeful. Somehow experiences don't always make it easy and less painful. As my mind closes the door to yet another relationship, I drift into my own love chronicles. You know, the kind that starts out hot and steamy, bodies melt like butter, conversations seemingly have an unsurmountable connection. Then somewhere between kisses and back rubs and orgasms, fallouts happen and everything gets questioned. Does he love me? Do I love him? Why did I do this? Why did he do that? Hang-ups and breakups. How do you spell relief? How do you say another one bites the dust? Love just doesn't seem to last for me. But throughout all the fallouts comes victory. The victory of understanding myself just a little bit more. I'm learning my levels of tolerance, flexibility, and endurance. My levels of saying enough is enough and too much is way too much. I can make it without you, and you can make it without me. Now what? Picking myself up, dusting myself off, young and dumb, or older and hopeful. You see, it's really all the same. We are trying to outlive the generational curse, passed down and picked up unknowingly. So, to those still listening, let's journey into our own fantasy of, well, you decide. Remembering the curse has been broken, we no longer have to live in the shadows of what our parents did. Let's live, and live, believing that there is so much to give, and love throughout all that's said and done, whether young and dumb or older and hopeful. Stick around, 'cause surely the best is yet to come. Young and dumb or older and hopeful. Live and learn, because surely the best is yet to come.
Hey, it's me, Wanda D, the motivator.